Let's try to build this. I have no plans. I am just going off of this picture. I'm going to take guesses at the measurements and the dimensions of the material, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to build this coffee table from ash, and this is all the ash I have. It's 2 boards. They're about 9 inches wide. This one's 9 feet long, and this one is about 7 feet long. So that's going to be a challenge in itself. Now I'm going to start building the top first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to resaw some of that ash down into strips that are maybe about 1/4 inch thick, maybe a little bit less. We'll see what it ends up being when we're all done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that to a piece of plywood to make our top. And I'm thinking I'm going to get more yield out of my ash that way. All right, while I'm waiting for that glue to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the plywood substrate that I'm gonna use to glue the veneer to. And I'm gonna cut it to its exact size that I need, which is 20 inches wide by 3.5 feet long. And I'm gonna be using 3/4 inch Baltic birch plywood for that. Okay, before you laugh at me for cutting this too short, I did this on purpose. Since I'm gluing this to a piece of plywood, I thought, why not add some breadboard ends to it? Now, I'm not really good at doing the real ones out of solid wood and stuff, but I think this is a good way to cheat and get that look. So I just kind of laid this out on here the way I want it. And it's overhanging about 1/8 of an inch on both sides. And I did that on purpose because when this glue is all dry, I'm gonna take a router and I'm gonna flush trim it. But I'm just going to lay out these boards how I want the breadboards to go. And I'm also overhanging the ends just a slight, maybe like 1/8 of an inch. And I'm gonna pencil it and I'm gonna cut it on my crosscut sled to the size that I need. Make a little mark there, a little mark here. Now I want this top to have a thicker look to it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some 1/2 inch Baltic birch plywood to the outside edge of it underneath, and then to cover up the plywood edges, I'm going to add some 1/4 inch ash to that and wrap it all the way around, and I'm going to miter those corners. Now that the top is done, I'm gonna start making the base, and I want the legs to be nice and thick and chunky like Al's mom. So I'm gonna glue 2 pieces of wood together that are 1 inch thick, so I have a 2 inch thick leg. And I don't have any ash that is thick enough, so that's my way of making it thicker. And I think the glue line will hide just fine. So in this picture, you can see that these legs, they splay out a little bit, and I think that's a 10-degree angle. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my legs to a 10-degree angle. I'm just gonna run with that and hope for the best. And for all the joinery, I'm going to use dominoes. I think that's going to be the easiest way to glue this all up together. And for the bottom shelf, I'm just going to use some pocket holes because I think that's just going to be the easiest way as well to attach that. I'm gonna pause the video right here. I'm not skilled enough yet to do a through mortise. I tried on some scrap pieces and it did not work well. So I decided to cheat just a little bit on this. So let that be our secret. And if you tell your parents, we're not gonna be friends anymore and you're not coming to my birthday party. And after a little stain and some spray on urethane, we are all done. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. It doesn't look exactly like the picture, but it's pretty close. And that's okay, that's just my take on this design. So if you're new to my channel, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a new video. And like always, we'll see you in the next one.